in holding the space that she's held over generations. She's enabled other people to come to learn about the beauty of the Māori world and the model she represents and the people she stands for and the opportunity that New Zealand can actually champion to the rest of the world.
The whole idea was to start with the young, with the mokopuna, and bring in everyone that they could to support the language. And Iri was just absolutely unbelievable in that. You know, she just stepped up and she just took on that challenge and she took everybody with her.
People like her made provision, made a commitment to young parents at that time like myself and thousands of others to enable our children to gain our language in a very natural way.
When families can come around the children and make learning exciting, make being together a joy, watch them fly.
If there's one person in this whole country that stands for whānau, it is Dame Iritana Tawhiwhirangi.
The litmus test of the well-being of a country is actually the well-being of the families.
She's had a professional training in education. She's had a public service training through many positions of seniority. And then she became the initial CEO of the Te Reo movement in the early 1980s and now is almost a professional governor. So you can look across her life and say she's had about 4 careers.
I believe that we do have to touch people's lives in a way that restores their dignity, their faith in themselves, their purpose, their hope.
The love of Te Reo just comes through so strongly, and that care for the language and that wish to save it is just the thing that brings us all into her embrace.
In our world of Te Ao Māori, she's a chief, she's a rangatira.
She is the living embodiment of what the Treaty of Waitangi promised this country. The promise of biculturalism, the promise of bilingualism, as those things enable us to stand with mana and pride and dignity, contributing to the world.